Discovery Library. Everywhere in the world, animals are living and doing their best to stay alive. Animals are hiding and hunting. They are flying and diving, jumping and crawling. Animals are catching food and fighting. They are caring for their young and escaping from enemies. Staying alive is an animal's most important job. How many animals can you name in this picture? Birds and bugs are animals. Fish are animals too. Even people are animals. There are many, many different kinds of animals. All animals are living things. All animals need food, air, and water to stay alive. They need a safe place to live too. Where are the animal homes in this picture? Many animals live with people. We see them every day. Others live in places far away from people. We might see these animals only at the zoo or in pictures. We probably won't see them walking down the street. Which of these animals would you like to have as a pet? Can you name all the animals in this picture? Animals live where they can find food and be safe. Many animals live on the ground or underwater. Others live deep underground. Some live in dark caves. All kinds of animals live high above us. They live in treetops or on the edges of rocky cliffs. Can you name an animal that lives underground? Can you name an animal that lives in the water? Can you name an animal that lives in a cave? Can you name an animal that lives in the treetops? Many animals build their own homes. The beaver's home is called a lodge. First, the beaver builds a dam in a flowing stream. A pond forms. Then, the beaver builds its lodge in the pond. The door of the lodge is always underwater. This keeps enemies from getting in. Inside, the lodge is safe and dry. If you were a beaver, what would your home be like? Birds and bees are good builders too. A hummingbird builds a nest as small as your fist. The bald eagle's nest is so large that a grown man could lie down in it. Can you find any birds' nests in this picture? Hundreds of honeybees work together to build their beehive home. Where do you see a beehive? Walk through the grass. Do you see any small holes in the ground? These holes may lead to an animal's home called a burrow. You might be walking on the roof of a burrow. Moles, squirrels, and rabbits are some of the animals that live in underground burrows. What would your house be like if you lived underground? Some animals live inside a hard shell. Some carry their shells on their backs wherever they go. Others hide inside their shells. They barely move at all. These shells are part of the animal's bodies. Sometimes shells wash up on the beach. Every empty seashell was once an animal's home. Can you think of another animal that lives in a shell? Turtles and snails have got shells too. Sometimes a turtle becomes scared or sleepy. Then, zip! The turtle pulls in its head, and zoop! The turtle pulls in its legs. The turtle's shell is a safe place to hide from enemies. It is a good place to take a nap too. What kind of animal home would you like to live in? Where do you like to take naps? Can you find these animals? Bear in its lair. Dog on a log. Goose on a moose. Frog on a hog. Rat under a hat. Mole in a bowl. Owl in a towel. Bug on a mug. Skunk in a trunk. Where is your nose? Where is your mouth? Where are your ears? Where are your eyes? How many eyes have you got? How many fingers have you got to feel things with? Some animals have all these parts in the strangest places. Just Insects haven't got fingers. They use feelers called antennae. The antennae grow out of the top of the insect's head. A slug is a snail without a shell. Slugs have 4 antennae. They use their 2 short antennae to smell the world around them. Bees, butterflies, and houseflies don't taste things with their mouths. These insects taste with their feet. How have you used your fingers today? Would you like to taste the grass with your toes? People hear sound through their 2 ears, but crickets hear with their front legs. Many spiders have got 8 eyes to see with. Some animals have got even more eyes than this. The scallop is another animal that lives in a shell. Around the edges of its shell, there are about 100 tiny eyes. The eyes look like little black dots. Wild animals must take care of themselves. They have got all kinds of ways to stay safe. Many animals have got colouring that matches their surroundings. This makes it easier for them to hide from danger. It helps them hunt without being seen. In the wintertime, the coats of many animals turn white. These animals are hard to see in the snow. Can you find the snowshoe rabbit? A frog is hiding in this picture. The frog is the same colour and the same shape as the leaves and plants around it. Can you find the frog? What other animals can you find in these pictures? Many insects fool their enemies by the way they look too. The owl-eye butterfly has got big spots on its wings. These spots look like scary eyes. Enemies think that an owl is watching them and are frightened away. The walking stick looks more like a small twig than an insect. Its enemies don't want to eat a twig. Can you find the butterfly? Can you find the walking stick? Animals in danger have got all kinds of ways to protect themselves. Many birds and insects fly off as fast as they can. Others attack. Lots of animals are fast runners. Kangaroos leap away on strong legs. Some snakes and other animals shoot poison at their enemies. The skunk sprays a terrible smell when danger approaches. When it feels safe, the pufferfish does not look very unusual. But when frightened, pufferfish puff up like a big bubble. Some have even got sharp spines that pop out all over their bodies. Enemies are scared off fast. Can you think of another way an animal protects itself? Protecting babies from danger is not always easy. Many animals carry their babies on their backs wherever they go. Sometimes mother animals leave their babies alone during the day. Enemies will follow the mother. They will not discover the babies. This way, the babies stay safe. Father birds and fish sometimes babysit their eggs. The male emperor penguin keeps his egg warm under his feathery skin. The egg sits on his feet. He does not eat or move until his baby hatches. The male sea catfish carries the eggs in his mouth. When the eggs hatch, the babies swim out of his mouth. The hungry father catfish will finally be able to eat. Many animals must hunt for food all the time. Some animals have got other ways to keep from being hungry. In the summer, the black bear has got plenty to eat. When winter comes, there is little food. The bear finds a place to sleep until spring. Its body does not need food until it wakes up. Animals help people in lots of ways. One way is by giving us many foods. Chickens and some other birds give us eggs. Bees make honey from the nectar in flowers. Cows, goats, and camels are a few of the animals that give us milk. From milk, we make cheese, butter, and yogurt. Some people use big, rough sponges in the bathtub. They use sponges to wash their cars too. These sponges were once living animals that made their homes in the sea. We make jumpers and other warm clothes from sheep's wool. Animals help us in many other ways too. Some animals have got jobs helping people. Horses, donkeys, and oxen pull wagons and carts. They work in fields all over the world. Animals help us get from one place to another more quickly. Horses, camels, and sledge dogs are a few of the animals that help us with this job. Sometimes these animals are pets, too. Can you think of a way that animals help people? Pets are an important part of people's lives. Cats and dogs have lived with people for thousands of years. If you have got a pet, what kind of pet do you have? If you haven't got a pet, what kind of pet would you like to have? Unlike long ago, today people have got all kinds of different pets. Bunnies, snakes, and guinea pigs are pets. So are parrots, fish, and many other animals. Pets need to be treated with love and kindness. They need food, water, and a place to sleep, just like people do. They should never be teased, hurt, or frightened. Always be good to your pet. An ocelot in Peru. An American girl with a bunny. A boy watching goldfish in their tank. A pet hamster in Thailand. A pet turkey in Madagascar. Irish children with their dog. An Evonik girl with pet reindeer in Inner Mongolia. A boy with an Auribia fawn in South Africa. What is the strangest pet you can think of? Wild animals are not meant to be pets. They are happier in their own kind of place. Zookeepers build special homes for zoo animals. These homes are much like their homes in the wild. Every zoo animal gets the kinds of foods it likes best. Have you been to a zoo? What animals did you see there? People and other animals live and play and work together all over the world. But many animals are in danger. Some may soon be lost from our world forever. People are taking up more of the land where these animals live. Some people hunt these animals too. The list of animals in danger is very long. Some kinds of wolves and wild cats are in danger. So are different kinds of ducks, sea turtles, and snakes. This list of animals in danger is growing all the time. Luckily, some people are working hard to protect the animals. These people have got an important job saving our wildlife. We live in a wonderful world full of animals. We are lucky to have the fun, friendship, and beauty that animals bring to our world. Our world would be so quiet and colourless without all the animals that live here with us. What are your favourite animals?